Michael buried in the new place. He buried most of it under the ground. Look at the new root system this tomato created. Last night the temperature were 34 Fahrenheit. I was afraid the tomatoes will not make it. My bread though is always sneaking on me. Super nice. We don't have to buy bread because I love making our own. This one has been proven and baked straight up afterwards, but I only used a quarter of the dough I made. The rest is put away for later use. These are the future loaves. I placed this one in the refrigerator to prove and bake it straight from the refrigerator for up to 5 days after. And this one has been left to proof a room temperature and placed in the freezer to be used even weeks after. All I have to do is let it thaw overnight, and if I'm happy with the final rising, I'll bake it. If not, I leave it on the counter to rise a little more and bake it afterwards. Also, because I made enough, I put another piece of dough straight into a bag that I placed in the refrigerator to be used for our future pizza for up to 5 days after. I'm checking to see how good is this one. Yeah, it's ready. Sounds good. The raspberries are doing great, and actually they had some bloom already, waiting for the raspberries. The sour cherry, the only one who bloomed this year, has little buds. Probably in a month the most we're gonna have some sour cherries, which I can wait. The other sour cherries, they did nothing. And the roses, we had to take out the roses. We planted another sour cherry in a bag, and we have a wild rose here that is in bloom, and somebody ate it already. The roses didn't take. Something was wrong with them, and unfortunately I'm not gonna have Damascus roses, not for now. But this little wild rose my husband rescued from the neighbors last year, and I thought it was nothing, and there you go. That was my biggest surprise. We have a lot of wild strawberries which are getting ready to fruit. These are future fruits. There are a lot of them right here in between these spruces. We love these ones. They're very tiny, but they're full of flavor. The cold frame we made for the tomatoes is doing fine, but I think the tomatoes are too crowded. At least Michael thinks that. And we're going to have to do something about it. We have a lot of new stuff coming up. And of course I'm checking it every single day. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to see the first tomatoes. We have radishes. All of these are radishes. We even have black radishes, onions, chives, parsley, lavash, dill, chocolate mint, basil. It's not the biggest garden we dream of, but it's a starter. Michael, it's super busy. I don't want him to do something else. He's having too much to do in the house, and it's very important for him to be able to work at the house then. After I clean up the forest, we had a bald spot right here. because we had so much dead vegetation on the ground, and the shade didn't help the new vegetation to grow. I just clear up a little bit more, and I'm going to make our new garden spot right here. We're supposed to have a garden spot in behind the house, but as I mentioned, Michael is too busy and we don't have time for him to go and fix everything up. Then I'll do here for this year. By the way, I found my knife. I'm happy. Little things can make you happy. This is one of them. We selected this area because it has plenty of sun coming, and also the trees are perfectly placed to hold our netting that's going to protect the garden against deers. We don't have to dig holes, we don't have to do anything, just spread the netting around. The final dimensions are 20 by 30, which is enough for 6 rows. For the entire project, I only use 6 manure bags that I use to enrich our topsoil, and I make rows, making sure that I mix the manure into the topsoil and then make little mounds. The manure can be still too toxic for the plants, can burn the roots. That's why I'm mixing it thoroughly to make sure that will never happen. From my last year experiment where I grew potatoes straight in a forest, I found out that the topsoil is good enough for our garden. It only needs to be a little bit enriched, and all it's going to be fine. The plan is that after the vegetables are showing, to cover the mounds with wood chips. That's going to hold up moisture and also protect the plants. In meanwhile, Michael is on to different projects. He has many started at once because, as I mentioned in the previous episode, we are trying to prevent the burnout. It's tough to have one single guy working on everything in the house. To prevent that, we have to jump between projects. Also, sometimes we don't have the materials on hand, and because we don't want to wait, we are jumping projects. And when we go shopping, we want to go to take more materials at once for different projects, saving time and gas too. Maybe it was easy to figure out that this is the upstairs that is getting ready to have the drywall installed. It is noon now. Took me maybe over an hour to make the rows. All I did, I spread the manure, then mix it up a little, and then make the rows to make sure that I have enough for whatever we want to plant. Michael is the expert. He gave me the instructions what to do. He's in charge. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. We are so lucky to be here. I'm making a soup and I'm gonna collect parsley, lovage, and that's it. I'm glad to have fresh herbs. There are not too many yet, but they're coming up even more. See the baby basil? It's up. The strawberries are in flower. And then the tomatoes have flowers here and there. It's gonna be longer till we get tomatoes and peppers. Smells good. The basil smells amazing. And these are red radishes. And on the middle, the smaller ones, they are black radishes, which are good for asthma and lungs. I have some beans here. Wow, these are the sweet peas actually. These are the sweet peas. That's something else. I'm happy. I have more radishes right there. The salad didn't want to get out. I'm gonna have to replant more seeds for the salad, different seeds. They didn't take the ones I had before. This is not for my soup. Tomato soup with potatoes. Lovage is not really used in US, but it's very famous in Europe. Has a bittery taste, like a celery almost, and has a lot of antioxidants. That should be enough for my soup. Smells fresh. And you know what? When I buy parsley from the store, it stays for maybe a week or two. The one I have from my garden, within few hours, maybe 2 hours, it's soft. Then it's going straight to my pot. I'm sure this is better. I made fresh croutons and my soup is ready. It's like an egg drop soup. I put potatoes, onion, celery, tomatoes, and zucchinis, and of course fresh parsley and lovage. It's ready to eat. I made some egg drops too, like a egg drop soup with a lot of veggies. And this is the first floor where Michael is doing the final finishes and touches to get ready for drywall too. But in the process we found other things that are not fixed, like the bathroom vents, which we didn't yet placed, and the gas pipe supply for our stove. That's the hint. Well, there are many other things, the little things that all are coming together when we don't expect, but we have time to enjoy our lives too, and then we'll do so by
No, I'm going to.
How you like it?
I like it.
First time?
Not first time on a boat, but first time on a kayak. rowboats. I used to do it
First time for me.
with my wife, getting a picture. Memory. Now we can go fishing.
Yeah, we can go fishing. Yes, you're the one who's eating all my flowers, right? Maybe you are. Deers have eaten all my forest orchids. They're all eaten by deers. I didn't realize they like it. Well, I knew, but I didn't think they're gonna eat them all, and I only saved one. It's tiny, it didn't bloom yet, but I found a broken one, and I was impressed to find that they are smelling like spring flowers, like freesia and lily together. It's a different kind of smell, and I love it. Here, 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 there. I had a bunch here, at least 10, and they're all gone. I found a baby cricket right here. You can tell this is a baby one. What I'm doing, as I said, Michael is the architect for the garden especially, but he's busy working in the house. I'm going to try to move some of the tomatoes because now they are too much here. I'm gonna try to move them in the plot I made, and hopefully I'm not gonna ruin everything because Michael is the specialist. He has the green thumb. I'm just tagging along with him and trying to help as much as I can. It is a rainy day and I'm transplanting some of the tomatoes we had in a cold frame. I'm happy that it's a rainy day. This is so weird because the rain is only above me. Everywhere else it's just a little cloudy, just a little, not too much. Well, it's good for the plants. Look at the root system. That's where the initial seed was, and from that the plant grew, and then because he was way too tall and Michael wanted to have a lot of roots, he actually buried most of the stem, and then after that the plant grew even bigger and stronger and actually made more babies, kind of. My husband is calling them suckers, and probably he would like to take them off, but I like them and I'm gonna try to keep it this way. If he doesn't want them later, he's gonna come and pinch it down. I pick up the plant this way from the cold frame. I'm going to put it the same way, and I'm gonna try to bury all the root system. The bed is already made, and it's easy for me just to dig down and layer my tomato. I'm not gonna tie it to anything for now. I'm just gonna concentrate about burying the roots as soon as possible because I don't want them to get dry. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this down and let it do what she likes for now. But that's what I'm gonna do with the rest. Look, even the next one has the same. Look at this system. Same thing. There's the seed where it started, and then look, more roots right here. And the plants look good, has flowers. I don't want to break it. Look at the flowers. Actually, I found out my first tomato right here. This is the first tomato. I hope it's gonna make it. That's cool. It's so beautiful. This was a shorter stem, and Michael didn't bury it deep. But look, it's amazing. Such a joy. I can't stop being happy. I hope my green finger is showing right now. I couldn't stop myself. I had to give him a support, and I installed a tomato cage, and I connect the big ones to this tomato cage. I don't have too many cages and I have to improvise. Well, we can use some other things, but I could connect 2 tomatoes to 1 cage. It's good. Now this one is going in. That was the orientation. I keep it the same way. It's good. That's it. Not big deal. I have to give them some water now and keep going till I'm done with the rest. I found my knife. I'm happy. Let's see, not too far. But you are close. I'm going to make you stay here. I don't like them on the ground and they don't like to be on the ground. But I found another tomato going. It's such a nice weather. Well, I'm a cold nature person, and of course I have to dress up a little more than other people. But for Michael, this weather is perfect. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna give this another support. But I'm thinking to use it up front for other tomatoes. For now I supported 3 tomatoes with 1 tomato cage. Okay, that looks good here. Okay, nice and sturdy. We got these tomato cages from a neighbor. We are lucky. I always dream of having a garden. We had a garden in Las Vegas. Sorry, that's Michael. But now we're here, and there were other challenges in Las Vegas because the weather was different there. This is totally new for us. Okay, that's looking good. I'm happy. I guess I'm easy to be happy. I transplanted 10 of the tomato plants. They are not looking that good. That's the only one who's looking better. But we'll have to wait to see what happens tomorrow. It was too much going on in the cold frame and I had to take some out. I hope I didn't waste them. And also I have planted all my lavender. This is my favorite. But anyway, I don't discriminate lavender, I like it regardless. And here are some lilac shoots. Hopefully they'll catch because I want to have lilacs. I have some salads here. Some of them, they're getting out already. Look at this. And I have onions. I see some shoots right there. And potatoes. I have 2 rows of potatoes. Plus I have in the back of the camper more potatoes. There's still a lot of tomatoes here, but they're actually bushier. But now it's a little bit more space for the tomatoes to grow. And right there, it's another plum tomato. Not bad. Radishes are doing great. I see that they are fully growing. And that's kale. Look how pretty they are. It's the next day. This is doing great. That's not doing great, but it's still alive. That's doing almost great. That's doing perfect. That's okay. That's not good. And that's good. That's good. Okay, out of 10, 3 are not that happy, but they don't look like they have died. The lavender, it's doing amazing. No problems there. These flowers are out and I like them. And of course here there is no problem. Everybody's happy. I can still see the tomato that's coming up. And looking down, I can see some radishes out over there. Let's see if I can get closer. No, I cannot see it. It's radish sticking out. That means in maybe few days, 3 days, 4 days, I can harvest some radishes. They're always fast to come up. Not bad. The kale is doing good, but the rest of the salads didn't want to come up. Peppers, I have a lot of different kinds of peppers. They're making little buds right now. Red beets are great. I get them for salads now. Take the top for the salads. And the sour cherries, I think I have 11 sour cherries right there. Last night the temperature were 34 Fahrenheit. I was afraid the tomatoes would not make it, but they did great. No problems here. I was not ready to tape it, but one of the past mornings we had a visit from our friend Bear. He was playing by our camper entrance with the solar light, which are 3 feet away from us. Well, we had to chase him. Good morning.
Good morning.
What?
We got visited by a bear in the morning.
He was playful.
Destructive
Yeah.
or destructive?
Yeah, destructive and destructive.
Didn't was that big, it was smaller bear. Still destroy something.
The orchid started to bloom. Look how tiny it is versus my finger. Next year I have to protect them better. It is a windy day, but you cannot really feel it in the forest. I have more wood to take care of, dead wood and other things, but I'm not gonna take Michael's time. Probably it's going to be the last time I'm doing it for now, because Michael has to focus on different projects and he cannot actually help me. This is the troublemaker. Took me a few days to find it. This is the bread dough that I left to prove in the refrigerator, and the end result is wonderful. That crust is amazing. And because I don't like to waste the oven space, I also made banana bread with apples, walnuts, and chocolate chips, and it came up wonderfully. The best thing is to use some rum extract too. By the time I edited this video, the radishes are ready to go, and also I have some greens that I'm using for our salad. And there we go. Pizza with the last piece of dough that was waiting for me in the refrigerator. I don't have to tell you, but I'm good at it. We are at our dentist office, and this is Nash, the entertaining dog. He's always up for play, and we look forward of seeing Nash here. And this is the cat I see once a week at our neighbors when I go do my laundry. I know that our videos are not the same with the how-to videos. They are in between a little bit of how-to and a vlog. Thank you for following us and have a nice weekend ahead. By the way, the tomatoes are doing fine.